Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Geeking Out podcast. I am the Athletic Geek, and I'm very excited about this episode because, Easy and I last week we're doing a journey through WCW. We decided to go back in time a little bit and watch the 1991 War Games match, and I wanted to watch some more. That was as good of a match as that was to me. It wasn't my
Sorta.
it wasn't my first choice of War Games match to want to watch, but unfortunately, with the move to Peacock, there's still so many of them that have not been uploaded yet. Like other than the one we watched, and then the ones that happened in the later days of WCW during the Monday Night War, and then the War Games that isn't really War Games that the WWE has. None of them are on Peacock. So I did a little research and found the another highly acclaimed War Games match that is not even on YouTube. It is on Daily Motion. That's right. It is. We're having
YouTube without the copyright infringements.
yes, but much more difficult to navigate.
Sort of, kind of. I mean, I've had my fair share of watching some air crash investigation / Mayday episodes, which is basically a documentary series about plane crashes. That's my love for airplanes for you.
So this is actually a match that I haven't seen before, but
We're both walking into this.
yeah, both walking into this blind is many great matches I've seen in my life. I have not gotten to this one. It is from Wrestle War 1992. It was a match that, even though it's not on Peacock, was referenced by Michael Cole on the Survivor Series broadcast. It is Paul E. Dangerously's Dangerous Alliance, consisting of Ravishing Rick Rude, the Living Legend Larry Zbyszko, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, the Enforcer Arn Anderson, and Stunning Steve Austin versus Sting's Squadron of Nikita Koloff, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, and Sting. And
Just an FYI, you keep cutting in and out in our call, but I'm sure you'll sound fine on the recording.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. But yeah, I have not seen this match yet. This is one that I never got to on the network. This is one that I just
It ain't on the network.
yeah, it isn't even on the new network called Peacock. But I'm excited to check this out.
Possibly still on WWE Network for the outsiders.
I wonder. I don't know, but I wonder. But yeah, this is consider the last great War Games match of the the WCW era. A lot of critics say the match kind of took a turn for the worse after this year, so a lot of people consider this to be like the last final true good War Games.
You say this is from 92?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 1992.
Okay, because apparently it is on the WWE Network.
Huh.
What the hell, guys?
What the hell, Peacock? What the actual hell?
Yeah. I'm actually going to see, can I see this on the network? Wait a minute. Wait, it says watch on Peacock. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's because you're in the United States there, bud.
This stuff is over.
Yeah. Trust me, I looked on Peacock. I could not find it. I looked for Wrestle War. I will look again.
Let's look again.
Yeah, I'm gonna look again. Maybe they put it on there now because fucking War Games. But then we don't have to watch it on a.
So WWE is officially infiltrated our messengers.
Yeah, maybe.
So let's see. That's. So I swear I thought I remember seeing it when I.
Oh hell yeah, it is on there.
Well, what do you know? Fire. What do you know? Let's see. Yeah, I remember when I was looking up WCW. It's like I swear I thought it saw it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Survey says yes, 92 is on here. Oh yeah, because we had to watch the bullshit 91.
There we go.
Okay. Well, what do you know?
What do you know? So I'm gonna find the timestamp we're gonna stop at,
Right.
and we're gonna do this the easy way.
Aha! You made me get my damn laptop. You made me switch my hockey off.
Well, you gotta switch the hockey off for War Games, man. You miss one War Games because of hockey. You need to see this other one.
Actually, I missed War Games not because of hockey. I missed it because I was at work.
Oh, I thought you missed War Games because of hockey.
No. Like, I literally got home, like, 10:30.
Oh, wow. All right.
That's my working at the Christmas Story house. Yeah, if you guys ever wanted to know where I am.
Yes, go visit the Christmas Rest. Or if you're a true fan of the show, buy it.
Wow. Ooh, I see Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm still browsing.
let's say I got the timestamp. Nope, and the cats are not liking each other down
here
here.
we go. Got it. Okay, I'm at 209. Actually, you know what? Let's back it up a little bit.
All right.
Let them talk.
Okay, here we go. Hang on. I gotta.
Okay, I'm at 208.55.
Let me see where I'm at because I found the timestamp. Yep, I am at 2:05:30.
Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, gotta do this, but I was thinking we had to watch this on Daily Motion, and now we have the discovery of being on Peacock. Yeah.
Guess we both forgot we watched Russell Ward last time.
Well, it wasn't on there last time. I could not find it for the life of me.
It was on it. It was on it for me.
Okay, I could not find it for. Well, again, with how stupid the seasons.
This is why I don't run the channel, people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd be a lot of auto racing on our channel.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should get CJ to watch our favorite NASCAR races.
Well, I mean, that would be
at least maybe a 30-minute or 15-minute condensed.
I can tell you right now, she won't like that because she doesn't like it when I watch it. So.
If I'm on the show, I can.
No. And I know exactly which race I'd choose if I had to pick my favorite NASCAR race.
Mine would actually be one for one of the best finishes and maybe one of the greatest Talladega races of all time.
Mine is the 1997 Brickyard 400.
Okay. I would, if we did one, I would do the 2001 EA Sports 500.
All right, so
year after Dale Earnhardt had won his last race at Talladega, and then the son claiming the throne, and thus beginning the Pied Piper of Dale Jr.
All right, I am at the timestamp now to watch on Peacock. I will still include the Daily Motion link as well, just to give whoever uploaded that a shout out. My timestamp is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 55 seconds.
Perfect. That's on me.
All right. So pull that up after that debacle of trying to find one fucking show. You think it'd be in the Every War Games Ever lineup that they have, but it's not. So go ahead.
We both have worse amnesia than Lost in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen the full segment. I just keep hearing people rip on it.
It's worth being ripped on.
I'll check that out at some point.
Read about it in Mick Foley's books too. But all right. 2 hours, 8 minutes, 55 seconds, and press play now.
And who is that?
That is Gary Michael Capetta.
You cut out. I heard Jerry Michael. That's it.
Gary Michael Capetta.
Oh, Gary Michael Capetta. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. Hey, remember when Raw used to start with those flying fireworks?
Nothing was as good as the
Remember?
nothing was as good as the Velocity Pyro. Like for it being such a B show, it had awesome pyro.
You're like cutting out again. I can't.
I
don't know what you're saying.
Just keep watching. I'm gonna try recalling you.
Okay.
Just keep watching. We're not gonna deviate. I'll call you back.
All right.
All right.
Hello, this is long distance.
It's long distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the computer. It shouldn't count.
Okay, now you sound better.
All right. Cool.
Okay, was there any pyro going off when the cage was being lowered for Survivor Series? Again, I didn't watch.
I don't remember, but also at this point, you know, we take pyro for granted these days. So there's the rules.
Picture this: WrestleMania War Games.
I wouldn't have minded that, but I know it never happened because they didn't want to put 2 rings at WrestleMania.
How about do it for night 2? Night 1, you have 1 ring. Night 2, you bring in a 2 ring.
That probably the other reason they don't do that is that would mess with the seating for WrestleMania more so, and they want to have as many people.
Okay.
Yeah, that is that. They want to cram as many people as they possibly can.
How about a War Games with the old Impact ring pentagon or hexagon?
No.
What? No 6-sided ring? Am I really in the minority that I liked the 6-sided ring?
I like the 6-sided ring. I just don't want WWE to bring it in. I don't feel like that's necessary.
Okay, you know what? NXT should bring back like the Russell War gimmick with the pay-per-view.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they brought in something started doing something like that, because I mean that's essentially where they do all of the old WCW pay-per-view names. I mean, they have Great American Bash there. They have Halloween
Havoc. They brought back Bash. They brought back Halloween Havoc.
Yeah. Yeah. So going through the rules of War Games.
Head referee has final say in War Games. Okay.
Yep. The referee in the ring has final say whether or not that was a surrender, a submission.
Hey, that's Jim Ross.
Yep, Jim Ross and Jesse the Body Ventura on the commentary.
Oh, shit. Imagine those two calling a WrestleMania. That would be insane.
Maybe in, you know, the early 90s, but now I really don't want Jim Ross calling much of anything.
Yeah. Hell, honestly, Excalibur and Taz as a team is honestly entertaining.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's the Dangerous Alliance. And that's Medusa.
Why does she...
What's that? Now you cut out.
You unfortunately cut out again.
You cut out too. I said Medusa, and then you said why, and then I didn't hear anything else.
Okay, here. Okay, maybe my dad is acting stupid, but I just switched to the Wi-Fi.
So
anyways,
what about
Medusa? I was gonna say, why does Medusa look so depressed?
That was just her character. She's just kind of cold and emotionless. And then here comes Sting's squadron.
Sting was world champ?
Yep, Sting was world champ at this time.
Oh.
This was in 1992, so this was while Flair was actually in the WWF. Flair was WWF champion at the time. So there was a time in wrestling history when
Oh, I see a Lithuanian flag. Yes.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's Nikita
Wait.
Koloff.
Nikita Ko is he Lithuanian? Really?
I mean, his character was Russian.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I don't know the thing with the.
What the hell is his cultural background? Because
I know
Lithuania is right below Latvia.
well, he's actually American. Like this was all like
No. Interesting. Birth
so
from Russia. Okay, I want to know what exactly is his background.
his real background is he's American. Like he's from
Oh.
yeah, like his actual background is American. And we're starting the match off with Stunning Steve.
All right.
It is actually cool to see like Paul Heyman like he's like coaching this. It's Barry Windham and Steve Austin to start this one off.
Ooh. It's a fun little Easter egg for you. Nikita Koloff and Animal were college football teammates at Golden Valley Lutheran College.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Surprised it wasn't West Texas State because there's like a bunch of wrestlers that were football players at West Texas State.
According to the wiki, he suffered an injury playing football, but rehabbed to play for Minnesota State University Moorhead, and then he suffered another injury. So how the hell do you go through football injuries and then suddenly I want to be a professional wrestler?
You can work around the injuries. It's not a giant target on your back, and you're not like, like it is in football.
Okay, so Jim Crockett Jr. is the reason we have the Russian Nightmare name now, known as Nikita Koloff.
Yep, they booked him as back in the '80s. He was they had the Koloff family, and they were proud Russians against the United States. We'll talk more about Nikita when he gets in the match because it's very interesting how Nikita became a babyface during that time period.
I'm surprised he didn't want to become Rusev's manager or something.
He's like a preacher now, and he's kind of got his own thing going on.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, so we got.
So
one of the
cool things I like about this match is like you literally hear Paul Heyman talking strategy is, okay, if we get the coin toss, we're going to do this. If we don't get the coin toss, we're going to do this. Steve is going to start the match, and, this is our strategy. He's going to do this. So it's like you actually have Paul Heyman, Paulie Dangerously.
I'm sorry, I was like, I'm cleaning my ears here. Did I hear Paul Heyman on WCW?
Yeah, he was in WCW. He was the manager out there. Paulie Dangerously, that's Paul Heyman, yes. Like, this is his stable.
Why is it every promotion he joins, it ends up getting bought out by the WWE?
He was in WCW before he was in ECW and had a falling out with WCW, which caused him to go to ECW, which is a whole other documentary. You should probably just watch The Rise and Fall of ECW. They'll explain it better than I can.
I'm hearing Bobby sucks.
They're
Whoa. Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen with this stunning Steve Austin guy.
Yeah, I wonder.
Actually, I do wonder this. Why did he shave his head?
He lost his hair and then just decided to shave it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he started losing
hair.
Yeah, he was losing hair and then just said, I'll just shave it off.
Okay. See, I like the little roof they have for the War Games. Otherwise, it just looks like Hell in a Cell with 2 cages.
Yep.
And no roof. Or 2 rings and no roof.
Yep. I've been very critical of AEW a lot here on the channel, but I will say that they do Blood and Guts is more War Games than War Games in WWE.
Yeah. Except for the fact that, hey, we can leave the cage. That's like, overkill much.
Yeah, leave the cage or it's a disqualification. No, the whole point of War Games, it keeps the bad guys in. Interesting fun fact here. I think this might be one of the only War Games matches that Arn Anderson was involved in that he didn't start. I'll have to check that, but I think this might be the only War Games that Arn Anderson did not start when he was involved in the match. We already have blood.
I just thought of a recipe for disaster. Royal Rumble War Games.
Yep, that would not work out.
It's like the close up. Ew. Ew. That's the only way you can leave the cage is if you quit.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's not a bad wrestler in this match, in my opinion.
3, 2, 1.
Yep, who's next? Dangerous Alliance win?
Dangerous
Ravishing
Alliance.
Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude is in.
Rick Rude.
The only man to appear on Raw and Nitro in the same night. But
Okay, so Austin's on Dangerous Alliance, right?
yes, the Dangerous Alliance is
Okay, cool.
Austin, Rude, Arn, Zbyszko, and Bobby Eaton.
Okay.
That was the state. That was also the stable. That wasn't just like a team for War Games. Like the Dangerous Alliance was a stable of managers or a stable of wrestlers managed by Paulie Dangerously. And in my opinion, the most underrated faction in pro wrestling history.
You cut out there again.
I said they're the most dangerous or the most underrated faction in pro wrestling history, the Dangerous Alliance.
Well, at least we would get the Alliance later.
No.
Eh?
No.
Eh?
Everything about the invasion was bad and people should feel bad.
I just realized Austin was part of the Dangerous Alliance and the Alliance. He must have something with Alliance.
It's kind of weird because DTA don't trust anybody. And Paul Heyman was also part of both.
I do find it like a tad confusing where it's like you have a WCW invasion and an ECW invasion at the same time. So I'm like,
Yep.
huh?
Oh, looks like Steamboat's next.
Ricky. Unleash the Dragon.
Steamboat and Rude would have an Iron Man match at Bash at the Beach in 1992. That's amazing. We need to watch that one too. That could be its own episode too.
Okay, just imagine Attitude Era, Steamboat, and Austin.
Well, they had some matches in WCW, both of them.
Well, in the WWF, that would have been.
I don't think so. I think they probably their best work was in WCW, the best that they were going to get. Just because WWF, especially in the Attitude Era, wrestling wasn't really the focus. And then also, I don't really know how Steamboat's character would have worked in the Attitude Era because, like, you can't help but love the guy, but it's the Attitude Era. Oh,
Whoa, good.
that's a good head scissors for the roof. Having a roof on the cage. A low roof at that.
Well, thank God, no, he's 7'7".
Right? Yeah, I don't know if Giant Gonzalez will be featured in this match.
Or maybe if they had like the cage just a tad higher, so that way you wouldn't have wrestlers trying to climb the cage and be a little dangerous.
It's like there should be no way of escaping. Like there should be like no escape. Oh, looks like Arn's
So it looks
next.
like we got... Holy shit, Heyman in his hair.
Yeah.
Just... How he has not been inducted into the Hall of Fame yet kind of baffles me.
Heyman or Arn?
Heyman.
Um, patience
Like,
patience is a virtue. I'm sure it'll happen. It will happen.
I mean,
Oh, there's
Edge's
that beautiful spine buster. Yeah, but Edge, whenever they inducted him into the Hall of Fame, was retired and for all intents and purposes never going to wrestle again.
I'm surprised they didn't do the same for either Daniel Bryan or Paige.
Yeah.
Oh, we got double crab. Tapping. Oh, match over. Wow.
Nope, not everybody's in there yet, so they can't do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The match beyond hasn't begun yet.
And he's tapping. Okay, weird question. Did Jerry ever appear on WCW?
Lawler?
Or did King? Yeah. I know, like, briefly he was not part of the WWF for a while.
Yeah, but that was after WCW had already closed or was getting ready to close.
Oh.
I don't know if he was ever in WCW. I know he kind of was doing his own thing in Memphis, and I don't know if he ever traveled to WCW. I don't think he did, because he was just too busy doing everything in Memphis, and then eventually Memphis, he went to WWF, and they had a working agreement with Memphis, so... Yeah, I don't think he ever did. If he did, that's a rarity for sure.
Well, that's something that's not in the WWE vocabulary. Working agreement.
Don't be so sure that won't happen with this new regime. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know. We'll see. Maybe one day.
Here comes Dustin.
And Dustin.
Triple H had a lot of working agreements with indie promotions, and especially indie promotions in the UK. So
I remember, like, Triple H, he made an appearance at one indie show.
Yeah, so don't be so sure. That was a Vince thing.
Whoa,
that was cool.
Oh. Jeez. Didn't Goldust and Austin have like a bizarre segment between one another? I don't think.
Yeah, they had a very bizarre segment that involved Goldust wearing a diaper and then Steve Austin coming out, and somehow a porta potty got involved, and then he threw Goldust wearing the diaper into the porta potty and then dumped it over.
I don't even want to know.
You don't.
So, thank God, part of your message cut out. It's like, I don't want to know.
I said you don't. You don't want to know.
This has been a very violent match.
Yeah. This is what War Games should be. It should be about violence.
I'm surprised ECW didn't want to do something similar.
Every promotion's done a variation on War Games. Whether or not it was called War Games or something. Everybody's done some sort of...
watch party that one, isn't there like one War Games kind of setup where there's like 3 rings or something?
That's
or am I thinking something else?
That's World War III, and we will get to that in the WCW journey very, very soon.
Oh.
It's a battle royal with 3 rings, so yeah, we will get to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what.
There's a "We Want Flair" sign from the WCW faithful that.
This is extremely outdated with Heyman carrying those big ass portable phones.
That was his gimmick. He had the big phone. He'd hit you with that big phone. And here comes Medusa.
What the hell is Medusa doing? Ooh, hello. What the hell is she doing? She's dropping the phone in there. Okay. All right. So, how do I get down? What in the hell is about to happen?
I just think it's she climbed the cage in bare feet. That's kind
Um.
of
Hey,
that's
I
got to
don't
be
care
painful.
about. Hey, I don't care about this. God, imagine if someone botched that.
Yeah.
If
Like,
like if Sting fell, I don't know why I said Stung for a moment. If Sting fell or if Medusa fell,
oh, that'd be bad. But yeah, like it hurt climbing in and out of a
yeah,
bunk bed for me, so I couldn't imagine, climbing up a cage like that for Medusa.
yeah, it looked like she was barefoot too. Like,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. This match just
Well,
been.
Jesse, I do believe the term is called predetermined.
He's not supposed to say that on air.
We're not doing just us marks.
You're not supposed to say that. That's pretty. What are you, Vince Russo? Oh, hey guys,
Sorry,
this is all
well, sorry,
bullshit.
bro, but we got to talk about the match, bro.
Yeah. Oh, this, yeah.
I
Jesse, get out on commentary, bro, and say this is all bullshit, bro.
was also just a joke here, bro. Okay, Sting's coming in. All right.
Yeah, Sting's in now.
That's actually shocked why you're leaving Nikita last, but okay.
He probably can't go as long. He probably doesn't have like the stamina of everybody
Oh,
else. I always like the spot. I want to see this spot come back in either AEW in the Blood and Guts. I know it can't happen in WWE because it's don't have a roof, but yeah.
maybe he was in the budget cuts.
What?
Maybe he was
Oh,
in the budget cuts. Oh, ho, ho.
I mean, before they were budget cut and they didn't have a roof.
I love JR's freakouts with this. I like that.
got Bobby.
Oh,
We got Bobby
Sting
Eaton
got hurt.
last. Ah, oh god, look at the blood on that
Oh,
cage.
oh, brother. You know what the invasion angle honestly could have had for their invasion pay per view? It should have
War,
been War Games.
yeah, Vince
It should
McMahon.
have been a goddamn War Games.
Vince always hated the idea of war games. He hated it.
Then why did he like Why did he like Hell in a Cell?
Only one ring. Only one ring, pal. Two rings. That's stupid. Vince didn't like war.
Okay, then you could have had a 5-on-5 Hell in a Cell.
Vince didn't like it. Vince wasn't going to do anything to make WCW look strong at all during that pay per view. Yeah, Vince just didn't like the whole reason that War Games even happened was because it was on NXT where Triple H had control, and the only reason it's happening now, or happened now, I should say, is because Triple H has control of the main roster now. Vince hated War Games.
And yet he's the same bastard that gave us Hell in a Cell and the Elimination Chamber.
Only one ring, pal. Two rings, that looks stupid.
Ooh, how about an Elimination Chamber War Games? Hell in a Cell Extravaganza.
Vince hated two rings.
Buy 3, get 4 deal.
He didn't like that idea. It was the two rings. Oh, they have on the turnbuckle. Or it's just broke, or no, Rude's taking it off.
Oh. Interesting. That's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. I love dodgeball, but there's one particular scene that kind of ruins it.
Dodging a wrench?
No, some guy that did win the Tour de France, but it turns out he was a complete dick. and douche and cheater
Yeah.
and asshole and ruined my childhood.
Then we get beautiful Bobby in 30 seconds.
Hey, careful! You might hurt that guy.
I've loved this match so far. This to me is like what
This
war.
is this
This,
is this is better. This is way better.
oh,
Actually, plot twist: Bobby doesn't enter. It'll be Medusa.
our beautiful Bobby's already
Oh,
in there. That's
Nikita.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
it's Koloff
never
now.
mind.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Koloff
Koloff.
now.
Right.
So Nikita Koloff, I've been waiting. The story of him turning babyface is very interesting. He was in a deep-seated rivalry with Magnum TA. They were building in NWA Jim Crockett Promotions. They were
Oh, what's going on here?
they were having some issues before the match. They didn't know if they could trust. They had a rivalry, Sting and Nikita did, but so Nikita and Magnum were big rivals, and then Magnum was being groomed to be the next big star in the NWA, the next big babyface, and unfortunately, Magnum TA got into a car accident, and his career was ended permanently. So how Nikita turned babyface was he ended up feeling so bad and gaining so much respect from being a rival with Magnum TA that he started teaming with Magnum's tag team partner, or not like regular, but like the tag team partner usually have, Dusty Rhodes, and it just turned Nikita babyface. So it was basically he became the sign of like, oh, the kind of like the Rocky Four, like, oh, the Russian change. The Russians can be good people. Just let them, during the Cold War.
Is Bobby trying to get in, or what the hell's going on?
Oh, you got to score. Is Arn going to submit?
Well, Scorpion Deathlock.
No. Something else a little off subject.
Buckle down.
A little off subject. Oh shit. I did at the Starcast. I did the dinner with the Horsemen. Did with Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon, and they were telling a story of how when Magnum had his accident, the Horsemen had to sneak in the hospital at 3:00 in the morning to visit Magnum TA because they were still protecting wrestling, and they didn't want the heels and the baby faces intermingling. So they had to go visit him at 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning, because they didn't want the public to see the Horsemen caring for Magnum TA, who they were feuding with. I just found that story very interesting.
Yeah, that's it. That is interesting. I think if the internet was around, I think that story would be leaked big time. But
That it wasn't around. It wasn't around, so therefore, like that's how they were able. That's how the business was protected. Was there was no internet, and you didn't.
Frankly, like there comes a point where like reality sets in, and you got to respect it first, or prioritize that. It's like, yes, this is for entertainment.
But they didn't say. But it wasn't entertainment then. Like they were still. I mean, Vince exposed it, but like going on record and saying, "Yeah, it's not real." But at the time, people were paying money believing that it was real. So that's how they protected it, so that way they could make their money. People didn't see it as just like, hey, let's have some fun and watch some wrestling. At that time, they're like, it was real, and Magnum was
whoops. Good call by JR.
It's not something you could do anymore, obviously. But is this going to be the submit?
Yeah.
Oh, he submitted.
Oh, okay. Ain't quit. And Bobby's sad. Well, at least that ending was way better than last time.
Well, nobody got their neck broken, despite the match
Yeah.
being significantly more brutal. I think that the one thing that the other match had on this one was you just had Brian Pillman doing some very innovative things.
Well, okay, Paul Heyman looks like he could have a cameo appearance on Office Space.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, my God, when I was watching that movie a couple of days ago, it's just awesome. Oh, no.
Now they're all mad at Zabisco because he's the one that hit Bobby Eaton on accident.
Oh. I know. I didn't know. Uh-oh. It's your fault. Uh-oh.
That's what they're saying.
Are they about to gangbang him?
Hopefully not. That would be very X-rated.
They gonna beat him? They gonna beat him up?
Yeah.
Gonna be oh. Heyman looked like he wanted to. Uh-oh. I can't wait to see how this goes on Nitro. Oh, wait.
It wasn't Nitro then. But this was pretty much the beginning of the end of the Dangerous Alliance.
And you know what else isn't on Peacock? Saturday night.
Some of these Saturday nights might have been on there. I think.
Okay, Thunder, sorry.
Well, this was before Thunder.
Uh-oh, wait.
Yep. Here's the replay.
Oh, Paulie sucks. Oops. Oh, smacked on the arm. Oh, beautiful Bobby. I'm hearing Bobby sucks. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a submission move like that.
Yeah.
And the cage is still lowered. What do we got?
Got Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff is what we got.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was War Games. What'd you think of this one?
Holy shit. Tony looks like he's still in high school. Bischoff just looks like the jocks that beat up the nerd.
That is Bischoff.
I believe the Bischoff part, but Tony Schiavone is like, oh my God.
So what'd you think of War
You know what
Games?
he looks like? You know what he looks like? Tony Schiavone looks like Hermie Sadler.
Yeah, that's ironic because Hermie Sadler was a wrestling promoter and was a commentator for TNA.
I only remember him for his NASCAR career.
Well, he owned an independent wrestling promotion and he was a commentator for TNA.
Oh, that's first to know.
Yep.
Anyways, as for this match, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, we got.
Yeah, this might be my favorite War Games match.
Hey, wait a minute. But according to the Jesse Ventura story, I thought he commentated with Gorilla Monsoon.
Well, he did, just not in WCW.
I know.
When they did the
Can we please do a watch party of that? Because I know that movie is so inaccurately bad.
Yeah, like Jesse Ventura having a role in the Montreal Screwjob that involved Raven for some reason.
Yes! Come on, we can do it!
I don't know.
And we'll get CJ involved. She'll do it. I know she'll do it.
No. She probably wouldn't want to bastardize Jesse Ventura. Yeah. But
all right.
So yeah, this I definitely think this is probably the best War Games match ever. That was better than everything WWE ever put out with War Games, yeah.
So long, JR.
Yep, that was
Whoa, okay.
Senior producer Virgil Runnels, that is Dusty Rhodes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is Dusty Rhodes' real name, so yeah.
I do want to see the credits for this. I don't know. I'm just massively curious.
Yeah, I already saw what I always look for in these credits for them putting Dusty Rhodes' real name on there under the radar.
Ooh, there's camera fade.
So yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Go. Let the fans go home happy and also deaf.
Yeah. Definitely. I think this was for everybody that thought that the previous year's War Games was the best. I think it was good, but it wasn't the best. This was the best. This was better than any WWE War Games. This was better than both the Blood and Guts matches. This was better than all the ones they had during the Monday
I don't
Night
know
Wars.
I don't know if it's I'm just used to seeing catering, backstage catering. Okay, funny. But I did kind of think it was a little bit short, but it was the 90s. I'm assuming they were more keen on just action-packed rides rather than just slow storytelling build or whatever.
Well, they were a little bit more. War Games was more about the brutality. At that point in time, like, it wasn't about, like, now it's all about, like, oh my god, what kind of crazy spot's gonna happen? Back then it was about, like, blood and violence and
guts.
and guts. they did blood and guts better in this match than blood and guts.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It was about the it was about just violence, and that had violence in spades. So, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was that in my book. That's 5 stars. Screw what Dave thinks. This is a 5-star match.
I'd say 4.5 just for me. I'm just being honest because I know this wasn't like the era I grew up in, but if that was probably like the first like War Games that I'd ever watch, I'd definitely say that would have been the greatest. But like, I still think like it probably is the greatest of my time. I just don't think any War Games that I've seen as of right now are worth 5 stars yet.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see what WWE can pull off, and maybe we'll see if War Games is going to be the strong fixture for Survivor Series.
I'd be okay with that.
All right. It just sucks that I didn't hear the words, "This is the only night where Raw and SmackDown go head to head." It's like, aw.
Yeah, no one wants to hear that anymore.
Well, I'm still happy with the time NXT killed everybody.
I always hated that stipulation because it's like, okay, we hate each other, but now we're friends for one night.
It could have been like a better. I don't know. I think the stipulation could have been better. Like maybe winner gets the last Royal Rumble pick or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing on the line except for except for bragging rights, but what are bragging rights with the brand?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Oh, and when bragging rights had that stupid trophy.
Yeah, exactly. But but that was
now the WWE World Cup is now just uglier.
Still more important than the actual World Cup.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because soccer's stupid. Anyway,
hockey's better.
I will concede that. I just there's actually action in hockey. Every time I'm like, this year I'm going to watch soccer in the World Cup. Oh, that's boring and dumb. I hate it.
There's fighting, and it's unscripted fighting.
Yeah, it's still not as good as this fighting that we see here, but yep, that was War Games 1992. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time.